You've seen the hype. Here are 5 free AI tools that actually deliver. No fluff. Every day there's a new game-changing AI tool that promises to revolutionize your workflow, but when you try it, it's locked behind a paywall, barely functional, just another wrapper for a GPT API. If you love tech videos, subscribe for daily content. It's frustrating, and it wastes time. So, I decided to cut through the noise. I spent the last month running dozens of free AI tools through real-world tests to find the ones that are genuinely useful. Not flashy demos, practical application. This is for tech pros, tired of vaporware. Alright, first up is a tool that has fundamentally changed my post-production workflow, Whisper, from OpenAI. On paper, it's an automatic speech recognition, or ASR, system. In practice, it's one of the most accurate and versatile transcription tools you can get your hands on, for free. The promise is simple. Feed it any audio file, and it spits out a text transcription. But the accuracy of that transcription is where most free tools completely fall apart, especially with challenging audio. So, here was my test. I took a 60-minute recording of a team meeting. This wasn't a clean, studio-quality podcast. Multiple speakers, some talking over each other, background noise from a coffee shop, a mix of technical jargon and casual conversation. It's the kind of audio that would be an absolute nightmare to transcribe manually. The kind of task that you'd put off for days or pay a significant amount to outsource. The setup for Whisper can be a little technical if you run it locally, which is what I did for maximum control and privacy. You'll need a bit of Python and a decent GPU help speed things up, but there are also dozens of free web UIs that let you use it without any setup. I loaded the 1-hour MP3 file and let it run. The processing time was about 8 minutes on my setup, which is already a huge win compared to the hour it would take just to listen through the file once. The result was genuinely impressive. I exported the raw text and put it side by side with a manual transcription I had commissioned for comparison. Whisper achieved a 94% word accuracy rate. That is exceptionally high for a free tool dealing with messy multi-speaker audio. Punctuation was intelligent, and it even handled most of the speaker changes gracefully, though it doesn't label speakers by name out of the box. So let's talk about the key metric: time saved. A 60-minute manual transcription, including review and correction, typically takes me around 3 to 4 hours. Using Whisper, the entire process, including the 8-minute processing and about 20 minutes of cleanup, took just under 30 minutes. That's a net savings of over 42 minutes per hour of audio if you're comparing it to a baseline 1-to-1 transcription time, and hours if you factor in the full manual process. That's a massive efficiency gain. Next up, we have Otter.ai. While Whisper is my go-to for transcribing pre-existing audio files, Otter's strength lies in real-time transcription and collaboration. The free tier is what we're focusing on here, and it's designed to be your AI assistant during live meetings. It connects to your calendar, can automatically join your Zoom, Google Meet, or Microsoft Teams calls, and transcribes the conversation as it happens. The promise is more than just transcription. It's about creating actionable intelligence from your conversations. It automatically identifies speakers, lets you highlight key points in real time, and generates a summary of the meeting once it's over. This is a very different value proposition from Whisper. For my test, I used Otter's free plan on a 30-minute, 2-person interview conducted over Zoom. I had the Otter pilot join the call automatically. The setup was incredibly simple, just a few clicks to connect my calendar and give it permission. During the call, the transcription appeared in real time in the Otter web app. I could see the words populating the screen just a few seconds after they were spoken. The results were a bit of a mixed bag, which is expected for real-time processing. I measured the word accuracy at around 88%. It's a noticeable step down from Whisper's offline processing, but still very usable for its intended purpose. It made more errors with names and technical terms, and occasionally got tripped up by fast-paced back-and-forth dialogue, sometimes misattributing a sentence to the wrong speaker. Where Otter really shines, even on the free tier, is its feature set beyond the raw text. During the call, I could click a button to highlight a key takeaway. After the call, Otter generated an automatic summary, a few bullet points covering the main topics. I found this summary to be about 70% usable. It was a decent starting point for writing my own meeting notes, but it definitely needed some human refinement to be sent out to a team. For a 30-minute interview, Manually taking detailed notes and summarizing them would take me at least 25 to 30 minutes. With Otter, the transcription and initial summary are ready instantly. My work was reduced to a 5-minute review and edit of the summary. He clicks through a few template options. Moving on from words to visuals, let's talk about Canva. You probably know Canva as the user-friendly design tool, but they've been integrating a lot of AI features, many of which are available on their free plan. We're not talking about a full-blown AI image generator here, but rather AI-assisted design and layout tools. They aim to speed up the creation of common assets like social media posts, presentations, simple marketing materials. The core promise is to take your raw content, text and maybe a few images, and quickly generate a professionally designed layout. This is for the non-designers, the marketers, the founders, who need to create something that looks good, fast, without spending hours nudging pixels or hiring a graphic designer for a simple task. It's about lowering the barrier to entry for clean, consistent design. My test was to create a 5-slide presentation deck. This is a classic time sink. Manually, I'd spend ages picking a template, adjusting fonts, aligning elements, and making sure every slide looked consistent. My baseline time for a simple but polished 5-slide deck is about 1.5 hours. I gave Canva's AI tool, Magic Design, the same raw text content for the 5 slides. You simply feed it a prompt, like a 5-slide presentation about the benefits of remote work, or you can paste in your own text. I pasted my text and let it work its magic. Within about 30 seconds, it generated 8 different design styles for my presentation. Alright, let's get into video. Video editing is notoriously time-consuming, and any tool that can shave minutes or hours off the process is worth its weight in gold. That brings us to Runway. While Runway is a powerful full-featured AI video suite with a subscription model, its free tier offers access to some incredibly useful magic tools that can solve common tedious video editing problems very quickly. We're specifically looking at tools like AI-powered background removal, green screening without a green screen, and simple automated color grading. The promise is to take complex, multi-step processes that would normally require software like After Effects, DaVinci Resolve, and boil them down to a few clicks directly in your browser. For my test, I took a 2-minute talking head clip of myself, shot against a messy, real-world background, my office, no special lighting, no green screen. The goal was to isolate myself from the background and apply a basic color grade. Manually, using rotoscoping in After Effects, this would be painstaking work, likely taking at least an hour for a clean result on a 2-minute clip. Using Runway, I uploaded the clip and selected the Remove Background tool. I simply clicked on the subject, myself, and the AI went to work, automatically creating a mask. The process took about 3 minutes of processing time. The result was surprisingly clean. It wasn't perfect. There were a few minor artifacts around my hair and the edges of my chair, but for a one-click solution, it was about 95% of the way there. After removing the background, I dropped in a clean, branded graphic behind me. Then, I used one of their AI color grading tools, applying a cinematic LUT with a single click. The whole workflow, from uploading the clip to exporting the final version with a new background and color grade, took under 6 minutes. This represents a workflow time cut of approximately 40%. Finally, we have something a bit different. This isn't a single polished product, but a vast ecosystem. Hugging Face, Spaces Models Hub. This is for the more technically inclined, developers, data scientists, or anyone who wants to peek behind the curtain. It's the ultimate sandbox. The promise of Hugging Face is access. It hosts hundreds of thousands of open-source models trained for specific tasks, transcription, summarization, code generation, translation, and so much more. Spaces allows developers to create and share simple web demos for these models. This means you can try out cutting-edge AI without writing a single line of code. My test was focused on a common content task: summarizing articles. I browsed the summarization models on Hugging Face, filtered by the most popular, and found a few promising candidates with live demos in Spaces. I chose one top-rated model and fed it 10 different articles. To measure quality, I used a metric called Rouge L. The results were strong. The model achieved Rouge recall comparable to research baselines. Time savings. Manually summarizing a dense 3,000-word article can take 30 to 40 minutes. Using the Hugging Face demo, I could generate a coherent, high-quality summary in under a minute. This saved on average 20 to 30 minutes per article. However, the limitations here are significant and define the platform's purpose. First, model variance. So, there you have it. Whisper for transcription, Otter for live notes, Canva for design drafts, Runway for quick video edits, Hugging Face for raw model experimentation. 5 practical free tools that save real time, but none are magic. As we saw, each one comes with its own set of limitations. The key takeaway is to understand these trade-offs. If you want the full benchmark data and raw recordings, comment test files below, and I'll drop a link to the complete test files for you to dig into. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.